We have been speaking firstly with Hora Whenua Mayor Bernie Wandin about what happened over the long weekend in Levin and then Palmerston North and places in between with boy races, street terrorists, call them what you will. A couple of police officers were hurt. 7 people, I think, were injured. Not seriously, but no, there was a woman that had both her legs, I think, broken, hit by cars. 5 bystanders were hit, 1 young woman suffering serious leg injuries, and a crowd of about 1,000 people. And then we heard from Nathan, who is a legitimate car enthusiast. He's got a legal car. He only takes it out, he said once every 3 weekends now, if that. This boy loves the car, but he feels that he gets kind of looked down upon sometimes because people think, he's one of them. But he's not. But we do have a problem, don't we? With these boy races, laws need to change before someone is killed. And last month, the government announced a major crackdown on this situation, on boy races, fleeing drivers, antisocial road users. New legislation is due mid-year, which, we're sitting in now, I suppose. This cannot come soon enough, but will it be enough? The Police Minister, Mark Mitchell, is with me. Mark, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Leah. How are you?
I'm good, my friend, but geez, another year on in Paul Levin, what happened in the weekend on Friday, I was speaking with Bernie Wandin, you know him, Hora Whenua Mayor.
Yes.
And he said he had a quick chat with you as well on Saturday. So, Mark, he said, it's well organised. I know they look like they are a bunch of ragtag blimmin' idiots. But it's well organised. Do you feel? And he did say, he gave the police kudos. He said that they were well prepared. The Eagle helicopter was down there. But do you still feel that the law's on top of this, Mark?
No, we feel like the police have to have additional powers. Yes, they did do an outstanding job over the weekend. They ran an operation over the entire weekend because these idiots had signalled that they were going to come out Friday, Saturday and Sunday nights. The police were so effective in disrupting them and keeping the public safe that they didn't come out on Saturday or Sunday nights, which was good. I was up there myself on Saturday night. So they ran a very, very effective operation. But as a government, we want to give them more powers. The current legislation for the boy racers to get their vehicles taken and destroyed and crushed means that they have to have 3 convictions, and that's where the whole process is too slow, is not effective enough, and that's why we're changing the legislation so that they can lose their vehicle on the first offence.
So what happened in the weekend, Mark? When does this kick in? Is anyone that was involved this weekend gone? Will they be up for losing their vehicles?
It would depend on whether or not it's a third offence, a third strike, and that's the problem with the legislation as it stands. It was full of good intent, but that's what we're changing. We're going to change. So when does
that kick in, Mark?
Hopefully. Yeah, so I'm talking to Chris Bishop about that, and it's in being drafted at the moment with PCO. We want to look at how we can advance that as quickly as we can. And there's a few different options there, but that's sort of what I'm talking through with Chris at the moment.
So few people have told me that these idiots, they just buy really, really cheap cars to do burnouts and get on TikTok and whatever, and then they'll get crushed, say, and then they'll go and get another car. Will this new law, if that is happening and you're catching the same people and they're destroying more and more cars, is there also possibility of jail time? Or, what's the next step?
For repeat offenders, absolutely. Look, I would say that, yes, there's probably a bit of that happening, but all of the video footage that I saw from the Friday night is they were out in their vehicles that they won't want to lose, and they will lose. So, and spectators as well. Should be a clear warning and a shot across the bow for them not to be turning out. And one of the things I've said is that parents be aware where your kids are going, and definitely don't lend them your vehicles.
Will there be also, if spectators are seen on video, is there going to be, could they get in trouble as well, or is it just the people in the cars?
Well, I think that obviously there were spectators involved on Friday night and targeting our police with skyrockets, with glass, with bottles, with rocks. So yes, there's going to be enforcement action if you break the law, disorderly behaviour. There's a whole raft of offences, both under the Summary Offences and the Crimes Act, that allow the police to act on that, and they did. I mean, the police were highly effective on Friday night. They were well organised. They ran a very, very good operation, and they were highly effective in disrupting them and actually protecting the public, law-abiding members that they wanted to get out and actually be able to use their town. And so, I'm very proud of the work they did, without a doubt. Like you said, I spoke with Bernie. He was very pleased also. But the reality of it is we got to stop this stuff. And I think that the other thing is that I think they're starting to get a sense that it's not just the government or the police that have got zero tolerance towards this. It's the communities that are having to suffer under this obnoxious, dangerous behaviour that have got zero tolerance for it. And I think that message is starting to get through loud and clear to these idiots that want to persist in coming out and engaging in this highly illegal and dangerous activity.
Well, yeah, some of my listeners, Mark, have texted in saying, can you highlight to Mark that it's just luck someone hasn't been killed yet? I'm sure you're well aware
I agree
of
with
that,
them.
Mark.
No, they're 100% right. And viewing the tapes on Friday night, it just amazes me that someone hasn't been killed. I mean, they're literally at speed doing this loss attraction stuff with crowds, large crowds, hundreds of people, feet away. If they lost control of the vehicle, which is, could happen, then you could literally see dozens of people wiped out.
Mark, do you think that a lot of this too has also become as big as it is because, like most things, they want to get on TikTok and social media? As part of the change, looking at that, will there be police going through social media posts to find people? Is that
police do that
part
now?
of
I mean, that's one of the ways that they source intelligence to sort of have an understanding and be able to anticipate what's happening.